All right. Welcome to class, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully, everyone can now see me. I've just started the class again, so hopefully this time you can see. Okay, good. Looks like you can see me. All right. So sorry about that. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about movies. I've got two other movies that we will definitely be talking about, and if we have time, we can review movies that I did in the past class for those of you who are not able to make it. These movies are The Prestige and Remember the Titans. These are both very good movies. I've liked them since I was little. So if you have a reservation, feel free to use it now, or you can just wait until you can join the class in 2 minutes. To get reservations, the easiest ways are probably to like us on Facebook, to connect with us through Facebook, and also refer friends. So that's always a good way of doing it. So also you can have a unlimited amount of reservations by having a Verbling Premium, which you pay a premium price for unlimited reservations. So if you can join now, feel free to join. Right. So we've got Mohsen. Mohsen, can you hear me?
Hello?
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Mohsen, where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
Cool. All right. And are you working, or are you a student?
No, I'm a student in 4th grade of Faculty of Commerce English section.
All right. Cool. Excellent.
Oh, I'm happy to speaking to you.
Well, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
All right. Now it looks like we're all opening up. So everyone that's watching, feel free to grab a spot. And hopefully Google Hangout won't kick us out. You know, it has been a couple times lately. But, okay, we've also got Josip. Josip, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. We've also got David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. And Albion, we've got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
عشان ما نقعدش بقى هز من ورا وبتاعنا.
Perfect. All right. Mina, welcome back. It's been a while. Mina, can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me, Mina. I can't hear you right now. So if you want to mess with the headphones a little, and or the microphone as well, hopefully I can hear you. Sebastian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect, awesome. All right, everyone. Well, welcome. I'm really sorry about that. It seemed like Verbling was down for every teacher. I was trying to sign in, and a bunch of stuff was coming up. So, yeah, it's working now though. So let's get started. I think we all know each other, but let's just introduce ourselves really quick. My name is Troy, and I'm a recent graduate. Sebastian, go ahead.
My name is Sebastian, and I'm from Chile. Thank you.
Awesome. Mohsen, could you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm from Egypt, Mansoura. I'm still a student from Faculty of Commerce English section, and I hope to strengthen my English to have an excellent job in the future, inshallah. That's it.
All right, cool. Well, welcome to class. So today we're going to be. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm hearing you.
All right, cool. So we're going to be working on listening comprehension for this class. All right. Next up, we've got Mina. Can you hear me now, Mina?
Hey, teacher Troy. Been a
All
while.
right.
Yeah, it was loading. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Welcome to class. It's been a while.
My pleasure. What are you up to?
Well, I've just graduated, so that's very exciting. I'm very happy with it.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
congratulations!
great.
Thank you.
I just realized.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
So that's been exciting. So you just joined a good class. I'm really excited for this class, Mina. We're talking about movies.
Great.
So, all right. Well, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.
And we've got Josep. Josep, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, my name is Josep. I'm from Girona, next to Barcelona.
All right. Cool. Welcome. And Fernanda, can you hear me?
Yes, hi Troy.
Could
Can
you
you hear
introduce?
me?
I can hear you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. So, Fernanda, you're from Mexico, right?
Yes, I'm from Mexico City.
All right. And David.
I'm from Italy.
All right. David from Italy. And Albion.
Sweden.
Albion from Sweden. And also, Walid, you're popping in and out of the class, but can you hear me right now? I'm sorry, Walid, I can't hear you right now. I'm not sure if you can hear me. All right, so let's get started, though. It's a really cool class that I really like. I've got two movies that I want to discuss. So the first one is one called The Prestige. Has anyone heard of this movie before?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So it's another one with Christian Bale and another one, I think,
Michael Caine.
yeah, with Michael Caine.
Also,
Yep.
also David Bowie, maybe.
Yeah.
Also David Bowie. Yes, David
Yes.
Bowie is in this one as well.
He plays Nikola Tesla.
I seen the other movie that it was in the same year that was The Illusionist with Edward Norton.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't see The Prestige, but I know that it's quite similar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
also I seen Christian Bale in many important films.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try and open up the YouTube app. It didn't work for me last time. I guess it worked for others. So let's just try and see if it works. If it works for you, great. Go ahead and watch it using the YouTube app. If not, I'm going to post the link in both the Google Hangout and in the Verbling chat. So, but one second, let me just.
Hello? Kimo.
All right. So, could everyone watch that? Could everyone see that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
excellent. So, I guess first off, before we ask any questions, before I ask any specific questions, what did everyone think about this? If you have not seen the movie yet, do you think you are interested now that you have seen the preview?
I never seen the movie,
Hmm.
and it seems pretty interesting. It's like magic and magicians. It's
Mhm.
and it's the 19th century, and it's so cool.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? David, were you going to say something?
Yes, also the director, Christopher Nolan, is very important. I've seen Memento and maybe the only film I saw, but it's very interesting. Did you see Memento?
Yes, I've seen Memento. It's a very good film.
It's quite complicated, but I know that there exists somewhere also a reversed version of Memento, so it is the right flux.
Whoa, that would be interesting. That would be really interesting to see.
Maybe that there is somewhere in but is also directed by Christopher Nolan. So maybe that is something extra, or Easter egg in some DVD.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, that'd be neat to see. Okay, so this is how we did it in this last class. We can go back through the movie. There might be points in the trailer that you saw that you didn't understand what they were saying, because one, Michael Caine has an excellent voice, but sometimes it's so thick and Michael Caine-like that it might be difficult to understand. Also, Christian Bale, I've read something about him. In each movie that he does, he has a different accent, which I think is very interesting. So Christian Bale has a thick, British accent of some type. So was there any points in the preview that were difficult to understand? So then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that point and start watching it again, just for that scene that you could not understand. So maybe, for instance, okay, go ahead, Sebastian.
I have three concepts when Michael Caine is talking about the three acts.
Mm-hmm.
I know the meaning because the character of Michael Caine explained it, but I don't know if they have another meaning: the pledge, the turn, and the prestige.
Okay, that's a very good question. So the pledge, the turn, and the prestige. You could, in this context, obviously, with magic, those are the three parts of magic. But in other contexts, to be honest with you, there's really not much I would say. Pledge, do you know the term pledge?
No.
Commitment.
No.
Okay.
Commitment.
Maybe the beginning, but I just don't know.
So a pledge, when I pledge to you, David, that if you come to all my classes in Verbling, you will be fluent in English. That is a pledge. It's a promise. It's something that really grabs your attention. It's not just a normal promise, but it's really like, oh wow, all right, okay, you know. So it's a very deep promise. Is a good way of thinking of it.
Okay.
Like sorority bridge.
Yes, exactly, Mina. That's perfect. Like a sorority pledge. What you pledge to do is all your work and everything towards that sorority. I will try my best to get into it, and once I am into the sorority, then I will try my best to help everyone else within it. So,
Okay.
excellent.
That explains the magician context.
Yes.
I will promise she is going to disappear.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it.
Also, another good one, maybe that you have heard before, is the pledge. Well, it's so weird to think about this. Okay, so when I grew up in elementary school, in grade school, every day we would have the Pledge of Allegiance. Has anyone heard of this before? Pledge of Allegiance?
No.
No? Okay.
Pledge. No.
So you stand up. So all the students have to stand up, and they look at the American flag, and then they say, we pledge allegiance to the country, all these things like that, to try and do our best to be good citizens.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So very, very nationalistic. Tries to
National spirits, it means.
Yeah.
National spirits, yes.
National spirits, yes. National spirits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
does this still occur in school?
Yeah, it actually does in some places. There's a big controversy because here's a little history. It's not about movies, but it's an interesting point, I think, that you guys would find interesting. There's a phrase in the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm trying to say it in my head really quickly. For which it stands, one nation. Okay, so it says, "One nation under God." And back in the the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, people didn't really care. Even if you didn't believe in God, you would still say it just because everyone is saying it. But recently, people have been saying, no, I don't believe, I don't have any faith, so why should I'm not going to say that, because I don't believe in God, so I'm not going to say that. So it's become controversial. But in some states, like in the South, in Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, these places, it is very, very religion is still a very big part of life, like very, very big, and so some people still say it there. In other places, they don't say it. But so that's a little thing. Yeah. So I guess Fernanda says in Mexico, you guys also pledge. Maybe is there anyone else in grade school that you would do this? You would stand up and look to your flag and say things? No.
Course.
No, I do it before in the high school.
Okay. Oh, in Egypt, you said in Egypt you do it?
Yes. Yes, we chant with the national anthem
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So
every morning.
yeah. So it's very interesting of how people are dealing with that now, right?
May I add that in Italy we pledge to the flag only during soccer matches.
Okay.
We don't have any national pride just because we have terrific, ugly politicians. So we don't have pride. We have pride of being Italians. We are very proud. But the only situation in which we pledge to the flag is soccer matches.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. That's pretty funny.
It can be increase the loyalty to students in its country.
Mm-hmm.
So interested to say the song of our country in front of your flag. It's more important thing and interesting thing.
Yeah. So sorry, that was what we like to call a tangent. So
Tangent.
yeah. Well, so what I just brought up of talking about the pledge.
Yes.
That's what we call a tangent. We're talking about movies, and then someone else brings up something that it's like, what? So
digression, maybe.
Yes,
also.
yes, a digression. Excellent.
So
sorry about that.
Can I just ask you one question? I wanted
go
to
ahead.
ask you that the earlier lesson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the Batman movie we're watching. Trailer. I just want to hear your point of view about the end of the last movie. Do you think he died, or do you
No.
think he survived?
No.
It's a little bit of.
I don't know if you saw the whole film because the very end of the movie explains.
Yes, but then the other guy becomes Robin, right? And Robin,
Well,
and Batman were partners.
yeah. So I think.
That's.
Oh. Well,
Spoiler alert.
David hasn't seen that, so we better not discuss that. Oh wow! I'm glad that I didn't say anything yet, David. All right. Well, How about Albion? At the end of class, after class, I will talk with you about it. So
Yes.
David can exit class. Okay?
I'm very sorry. Okay.
No. It's okay.
I've got the Blu-ray at home, so I need time to see it. But I will see it and also review of it in our next class.
All right, good. Yeah, we'll cover that. We'll cover Dark Knight in the next class, and then Dark Knight Rises in the one after. So, all right. But back to the Prestige, though. So let's get back to this, the one that we just watched. Is there any other questions? There were some difficult parts, I'm sure, but would you want to watch it again and listen for anything that you can't understand, or what would you all like to do? I'm okay with doing that. I think that'd probably be a good idea. But if you are all okay with not watching it again, then that's okay too.
Maybe good just because in the first view you have attention on images.
Very
better
true.
than on what you heard.
Okay, excellent. All right, so everyone, let's watch it again, and this time, what I want you to do is if they're saying something that you don't understand, write down the time that it's taking place. So if it's at 1 minute and 37 seconds, just write down 1:37. So then we can go over it later. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start it, and when I do, it's going to mute me, but that's okay. So let's start it again. All right. So both Sebastian and David suggested at 30 seconds. That's one to look at. Is there any other ones?
1 minute 46.
1 minute 46. Okay. All right. Let's go over those two first, and then let's go on to other ones that we might have. So let's rewind back to 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay, and Mosen also says 116. So I'm going to go to... Okay, for whatever reason, I can't see the time, so I'm just going to look it up at the... I've got it right here, also on YouTube, just not in the Verbum chat. So 1 second. Okay, so is it the part that that Christian Bale says, or is it when Hugh Jackman is talking?
I didn't remember. The term is top notch. I just didn't. I just don't remember if he's Hugh Jackman or Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's Christian Bale talking. So he says the trick is top notch. So that's a British term. I mean, I guess I've heard some Americans say it, but it's not really common to say, I would say.
It's not state of the art.
I'm sorry?
The meaning is not state of the art. It's something quite different.
No. Top notch means like just the top quality. So state of the art is similar, but that more. If you say state of the art, the term after. If you were to say, David, if you were to say that's state of the art blank, and ask someone to fill in the blank, they would say technology. That's state of the art technology.
Can you say top of the top? Can you say that? Or
yeah, you could say top of the top, but yeah, you could say that, and people would understand you if you did say that. That's top of the top. That's like Mina just said right in chat. First class, just excellent. The best of the best. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Does notch is a meaning on himself, on itself?
A notch. The term notch, if I'm correct, a notch is something that, it's a lot of different things, but a notch in a tree or a notch in a cliff is the highest thing that you grip your hand on when you're climbing something. So the top notch being the very best one, right?
Okay.
Good question. Excellent question. And sorry, was there anything else around? Sebastian, was that your same one for at 30 seconds?
No, mine was like second 27, 8 or something when Scarlett Johansson speaks.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go to that. 1 sec. Okay, so a minute 26 seconds. He says he's obsessed with discovering your message, he's obsessed with discovering. So could you hear it that second time? He said he's obsessed with discovering your methods.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Good question. And does everyone know with what the term obsessed and methods are?
Too well.
Yeah. So just like you said, Albion. So to want something so much just to crave it, to need it. That's being obsessed with it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
All
maybe
right.
it's complicated how it is pronounced. The term are maybe quite comprehensive, uh, comprehensible, just because comprehensive is something different. But Scarlett Johansson is does not have a comprehensible pronounce, maybe.
Oh, yeah, she
She's
doesn't. She's not very clear when she speaks sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't fully enunciate everything. All right. Also, let's see. Mosen, you said at a minute 16, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to minute 16. 1 sec.
I think it better cause. Better cause.
Cause. 1 second. Let me listen to that one more time. I didn't hear the word cause. Maybe it is in there. Oh. Okay, but of course it.
Cause.
But of course.
Of course.
So, but of course it is probably. But of course it isn't. Yes.
Of course. Okay, thank you.
Very good question. You're welcome. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
of course.
Mhm.
Maybe quite. I understood, but the cause isn't probably ordinary.
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
something that is similar in meaning, but is not said like that.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. Excellent job. All right. So, are there any other questions about this? We have time to go on to the other one, so I'd want to watch that. I think this is it's one of my favorite old movies when I was a child. So, if no one has any other questions, we can move on to that.
We can move on.
Okay. Well, let's has anyone seen or heard of this movie? It's called Remember the Titans.
No.
No.
No? Okay. Well,
I heard of Clash of the Titans, but
it's
Remember the Titans, no.
the same movie of the Titans.
No, it's a movie about American football, which might not be interesting to you, but what makes this movie very interesting is the time that this took place. So the time that it took place was in the 60s or the 70s, probably the 60s. During this time in America, there was segregation. Can anyone tell me or explain to the class what segregation is?
Do you mean race segregation?
Yes.
Apartheid.
Yeah. Okay. Fernanda, go ahead. Could you explain?
It's when the black people was doesn't have rights, the same right like the white people, like say in this way, and in the 60s was a very high point of the fight for the same rights more in the south of United States, right?
Yes. Perfect. Excellent. Wow. You're very well versed in American history.
A little bit.
All right. So this was mainly it was a very big deal in the South, where African Americans that used to be slaves. In other places in New York or California, things like that, it really wasn't. It wasn't that big of a deal. People obviously some people cared, but it was not. Okay. Let's.
Very funny.
Entasar, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Well,
Hello, how are you?
hello. I'm doing fantastic, thanks. So this is a movie class, and we're going to watch a preview right now, okay? So,
Okay.
let's see. I'm trying to click on it, but it's not letting me.
Where is the link?
Where is the link, mister?
Okay, I'll post the link in case you can't see it. Here is the link. So if you can't see that with the app that's on Google Hangouts, then we'll just try muting yourself and watching it in YouTube by yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Was everyone able to listen to that?
Yeah. Yes.
So is this
Okay.
movie based on a true story?
It is based on a true story.
Oh.
So that's also another reason that I really like it is because it's not made up. It's actually, some certain parts of it actually happened. So going through that, let's actually, before we go into what you could understand or could not understand, I want to get just a feel of what everyone thinks about the movie. What are everyone's thoughts?
May I?
Yes, go ahead.
I think the story is about a team and seems not good, not very good in playing football. After this coach come and training them, as he said, I don't care if you don't love each other, but you must respect each other so they can win the game. That's all.
That's perfect. Entasar, that was a very, very good description of it. Excellent
Thank
job.
Thank you.
All right. Mina, how about yourself? What do you think about this?
I think I watched the movie before.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe I saw a lot of this kinds. I am into sport, so I like watch this kind of movies.
Hmm.
It's amusing for me.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Um, let's have.
I
Um,
think it.
yeah, go ahead, Alvin.
I think it's. I think it's about people that all people can get along with each other. No. Uh, yeah, without.
Without prejudice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, it's 3 o'clock. I'm a little bit tired.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
But I hope you understand what I mean.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, I think that is one of the main tenets of the movie. That is one of the main ideas that people, if they group together, if they ignore the differences.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Very good. Excellent. Mohsen, what do you think?
I think it's a comedian video. I interested it so much, but I don't understand the whole of it because my headset has a problem. But I understood that he wasn't know to play football, but he tried, and they I think they will win after that.
Okay. All right. So, is there any more comments? Or I almost want to watch it one more time, and this time, like David said, we the first time we look at all the visual effects, and now try to listen and try to understand the specific things that people say, because everyone here is from the South, and so it's this. I purposely picked this film because one, I like it, but two, people from the American South are very difficult to understand. So this, I feel, is good practice for if you come to America and meet someone from the South. So, um, without, is there any other comments or questions about this?
Only a comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I think that is similar is Invictus by Clint Eastwood, maybe, just because there are the same themes, the racism, and also the victory that is made by mixing up the white people and the black people in a good rugby team.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so that's exactly what it's about. If I would suggest you watch the movie so you can learn more about it. But it's
Okay.
very interesting to see how the team came together. So, but good
Okay.
comment, David. All right, so let's go ahead and start this one more time, and remember to put the time that you don't understand. So if during a certain dialogue you don't understand, write down the time, and then we can go over it. Okay? All right, let's go. All right. So, David, you said, and we've only got a couple of minutes, so let's go through this quickly. We've got for the first 13 seconds. So,
Yes. Just at the beginning, I cannot understand what Denzel Washington said.
okay.
It's comprehensible that he says at the end it's not funny, but before it's impossible to understand for me.
Okay, so let me just play through this really quickly. So he says, "You're smiling. Why are you smiling? Because football is fun. You think football is fun?" So he's starting to intimidate the younger player, right? And so that's
He's funny. He's smiling, and so he's asking him if he's funny. But I cannot understand smiling. It's quite complicated.
okay. So that's what he says. He's like, "Why are you smiling?"
Okay.
And then he says, "Because football's fun." And then Denzel Washington responds with very harsh tones of "Football's fun," question. And then he realizes, oh no, the coach does not want me to think this is fun. So he says, no, zero fun, sir. He starts to backtrack what he's saying.
Okay.
So, excellent job. I like that scene a lot. Let's go to, you also had a question about a minute 5. So
Yes. There is also a phrase that I cannot understand. I can try to... understand what came...
Okay. Okay, so he says, "Tell me about one of your teammates," or he asks him who he is rooming with, who is his roommate, right?
Okay.
And he talks about Blue. Blue is a person's name. And he says, "Blue, sir. Blue wears a leopard-style underwear. Bikini style."
Okay, so he has problems with a teammate, with a roommate, because he's wearing...
No, he doesn't have problems. All Denzel Washington, because in the scene in the movie, all the African Americans, they sit on one side, and all the whites, they sit on another side.
Okay.
And so he wants them to group together strong. And so in order to do this, he asks, "What do you know about your roommate?" Because then they start to make people room together. One Caucasian with African American.
Okay.
To break racism, To break racism.
Yeah.
Yes, to break racism. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Mister, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah. One second though. Just one second. So David, did you understand the rest of the conversation? He says, Blue, the African American, he wears bikini style with leopard pattern.
No, leopard? No, I cannot
Leopard, so
understand.
like a cheetah or like a tiger, a leopard.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Leopard, I can understand. Leopard, I cannot understand.
Okay. Yes.
Just because everything is pronounced like leopard, it has no vocals.
Yes. Yes. Very good. All right. So, Walid, what question do you have?
I want to ask about in 59 seconds in that movie. When Denzel Washington is walking in the forest, darky forest, and speaking some word, I can't understand what is meant.
Okay. So he says, did you hear what he said this time?
I think that's an American pronunciation. That's the problem with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just listen to it just one more time because I couldn't hear it really well. To the extent of they don't like each other, right? But they will respect each other. They don't have to love each other, but they will respect each other.
They speak about respection.
Yes, so like, I don't have to love you, but I need to respect you. I need to show you that you're equal with me. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, mister. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, that's what he says. I don't care if you don't like each other. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Entisar, go ahead.
Okay, I want to ask when he was talking to the young girl, she said to him, "We're still weak on the left side." What is the left side?
Can I answer, mister? Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's they was speaking about the plane of playing.
Yes,
Yes, because they're speaking about the gamer. He work from the left side. What we doing about him? Yes.
Perfect.
That's it, I think.
Yeah. Do you understand, Entisar?
Not really.
Okay, so on a field, right? So I'll just quickly draw. If you have a field right here, right, and the team is going this way. So the left side is just this side that has to protect the person with the ball. So if they go up the field, this left side, so there's a row of people, and these people are weak, is what she is saying.
Oh.
So it has to do with strategy for football. But good question. Excellent question. All right, everyone.
So
well,
what happened to Mr. Wayne?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Let me just end the class and then we can talk, okay? Thank you very much for participating. I really enjoyed this class and I hope to see you all again soon. So,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Thank you. Bye.